We're on the way, we're on the way, on the way to my favorite butcher. So I figured, why not bring you along for a morning stroll here in Guanajuato? And as I stroll along, you're gonna laugh because remember how I started working out a few days ago? Well, I haven't been able to lift my arms any higher than it is right now. I haven't been able to use my triceps or my chest or my shoulder muscles. I've literally had to use, if my cup of coffee was on this hand, I would have to use my other hand to lift it up. But look, enough of me and enough of my pain. Look what the morning looks like here in Guanajuato. People are still waking up. People are still finding their way into town. Not a lot of people walking through the streets. And I figured I want you to experience Guanajuato how I experience it in the early mornings. People still figuring out what they want to eat for breakfast. I'm actually going to go pick up some gorditas for Nesto and our gardener. It's gardening day, and we always provide breakfast for our gardener and our handyman. And we've got a lot of work today at the house, so I have to get enough food so that we can keep doing good work. But it feels so great to be one of the only people on the street right now. Isn't this nice? Look at this. But we're almost there, and I hope the angle is all right right now because I can't raise my arm like I normally do. But we're about to take a turn anyway. This street is gorgeous. Imagine taking your morning strolls here. And right now I'm on flat surface right now, so it feels good on my feet. Oh, and by the way, do you remember my San Miguel de Allende video where I showed you what I was wearing just to walk around those cobblestones? Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. This is part of the subterranean streetway system, or like basically over there is the tunnel, and there are some parts that are exposed like this, and this is how the cars get around. Most of the cars get around in Guanajuato if you want to take shortcuts. Otherwise, you can also take your car above ground, and the thing is, it's a one lane street, and so if a cab picks up someone, you're gonna have to wait, and it holds up the line. But that's all right because no one really cares. No one's in a hurry all the time. And what I love about being here is people have so much patience. But anyway, back to the shoes. Today I get to wear my Chucks because look at the surface area here, or the surface of what we walk on the sidewalks. It's not cobblestone. It's not like crazy cobblestone like in San Miguel de Allende. It's quite walkable. So that's why I get to wear my Chucks today. Look at that church in the distance. And here is Teatro Principal. And we're going to walk through. Oh, you know what? No, we're going to go get gorditas first for breakfast, having to walk through Plaza Baratillo, and it's going to be more scenic. Because if I go up, you can either go up through that staircase there to get to the butcher, or you can take Plaza Baratillo. It's more of an uphill, like uphill alley, but it's worth showing you this early in the morning what Plaza Baratillo looks like. And wow, I just love it. that there's no one on the streets right now. I feel like I'm getting a chance to give you a private tour of what Guanajuato looks like early morning. So by the way, I'm going to show you where I get our gorditas in the morning when we want gorditas, but I'm not going to film them because as I go up in order, because they don't really like cameras in their face, the gordita ladies. They're already accommodating and nice, and I just don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. But if you're looking at Plaza Baratillo, as I am right now, as we are, all you're gonna do to find the best gorditas in town is turn right on this first alley, and you're gonna get your gorditas here. So I'm gonna grab my gorditas and I'll see you when I'm done. I got my gorditas. There they are over there. Again, I don't want to put the camera in their face because a lot of people film them and I think they're kind of getting tired of it. But maybe that's just me though, you know, just being courteous. But how much do you think this costs? I got breakfast for 3 people. I got 4 gorditas and 3 huge quesadillas. I think I have 2 chicharron gorditas, not for me, and 2 huevos gorditas, also not for me, and 3 deshebrada quesadillas. Only one of the deshebradas is for me, and the others, everything else is for Nesto and Esteban, who is our gardener slash maintenance guy. But how much do you think? As I walk up to the butcher, all of this breakfast for 3 people. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? Okay, it is $7, or $7.35 to be exact. Can you believe that? And look how pretty this is. Not only do I get a really great breakfast, very affordable, but now I get to walk my ass up and enjoy. There's Vamos con Lalo. If you've seen my video that I did at Vamos con Lalo, that's where it is. But we're gonna keep going. Walk up this beautiful little calle and make a right turn here, and where that lady is waiting is where we're gonna go to the butcher. So let me grab my meat and I'll see you when I get out. Okay, we're allowed to film in here. I just asked him, and we're gonna get our meats for the week. Okay. Hoy, ¿tienes filete?
Filete.
Sí, 3 piezas de filete.
Sí.
1 kilo de carne molida.
Sí.
De res.
Sí.
Y 1 kilo de carne para fajita.
Sí, de res también.
Ajá.
De
De
res,
res. Y alitas. ¿Tienes alitas?
Alitas no.
Okay. No alitas.
Eh,
Okay. Pollo milanesa?
Sí.
Okay. 1 kilo de pollo milanesa.
Claro.
So this is where they keep the meat, and you should see sometimes there's like the actual huge cow in the back. And what I really love about this place is that they're very clean. I see them wipe all the time, and I see them handle the meat very well, and they're just super friendly. And how you get here is, again, through Plaza Mequia, and as you saw me walk by through that calle. And this is what it looks like. This is what the doorway looks like. See? You just walk in through there, and this is how you find the butcher. So we're gonna go get our totals, and I'll share with you how much all of it costs. All right, I'm out of there. Let's review. Oh, this is pretty heavy right here. My little butcher haul. So we're gonna choose a little seat over here, and as you can see, look, there's a nice police presence. For those of you who feel unsafe, I can tell you there's a lot of police presence here. And look, and they're doing Tai Chi over there in the distance. I don't know if you can see, but I'm just gonna sit right here under this tree, just so you can see the full surroundings. Ah, this is glorious. I'm telling you, if you can get to a place like this outside of the US right now, do it. It's gonna do a lot for your mental health, and it's gonna really stabilize as it's doing for me. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it here. I'm not gonna show you what I got. I'll just tell you because I don't wanna take meat out of the bags. It's all in here. But what I got was, and I'm actually gonna use the calculator right now just to get an exact number of what I spent. But before I tell you that, let me get it ready. Okay, so I got, what did I get? Remember, if anyone can give me an estimate price of what this would cost in your area where you live, let me know. But I got 4 humongous pieces of filet mignon, like this thick and this wide, like, and I saw him cleaning it off, and he got a nice fresh piece. Pretty much they just butchered a cow in the back of their little, sorry, I'm just putting the gorditas down, had it wrapped around my wrist. But pretty much I saw them, it's as fresh can be. 4 pieces of filet mignon, huge pieces, thick pieces. So I got a kilo of red meat. I forgot what part of the cow that they used, but it's the same piece that they use for fajitas. So it's very tender, very soft. And excuse me if I can't get my words out. It's early in the morning, and I literally have just been carrying all this stuff. But so a kilo of carne for fajitas, and I plan to use that for like beef and broccoli, and it's cut in strips already, and it's very tender. I also got a kilo of chicken, and they already like pounded it. It's for milanesa, so it's like breasts of chicken, and they pound it so that it's like flatter, and I use that for sandwiches, for whatever it is that Nesso and I need for kind of, maybe we want to make some tacos or whatever, but it's always nice to have that. What else? So the filete, and a kilo of ground beef. And he ground the beef through the grinder, like cut the pieces. So how much do you think all that costs? A kilo of ground beef, a kilo of chicken, a kilo of red meat or carne for fajitas, and 4 large pieces of filet mignon, or filet for filet mignon. How much do you think? You want to know how much all that costs? $40. So it was like 835 pesos, something like that, or 853. That equates to about $40. I don't know. The last time I was in LA and I was buying meat, it was kind of pricey. You sure as heck can't get filet mignon for that price, for as large of pieces that I got. But I'm just curious, is the difference huge, or are you able to get the same amount of meat from your grocery store for the same amount, or cheaper, or is it more expensive? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy watching a little bit of Tai Chi, a little bit of people watching for the next few minutes, and then I'm gonna psych myself out for my walk back up. Or I might be a good boyfriend and get a couple of pastries from the bakery on my way up. We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, just enjoy this. Like, enjoy this view. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Alright, just got home. And can you believe that whole experience, me leaving the house, walking down into town, people watching, grabbing gorditas for breakfast, walking to get gorditas for breakfast, and then walking to the butcher, grabbing the meat, and then people watching again, watching people do Tai Chi. And I voted not to get the pastries because I figured we don't need any sweets in this house. I'm on a diet. You know what I mean? But anyway, and got all the way back up here in around an hour. So if you have an hour to kill in the morning, you can do all of that, run your errands. And of course, the gardener is supposed to be here and do the handyman stuff. But of course, Nesto has him figuring out how to work a drone. So Nesto got me this drone a couple years ago for Christmas or for my birthday, and I'd never used it. So it now is going to belong to Esteban. And he's supposed to give it to his kid who's like 2 years old, and I can't even figure out how to fly this drone. So I think it's going to be his toy at the end of the day. But I want to show you also, before we end this video, what the meat looks like. So let's show you. I'm just going to like separate these into portions because this is just a lot. This is what a kilo of chicken looks like, a kilo of the fajita meat. This is the filet mignon. Look how huge these pieces are that he cut it. And a kilo of ground beef. So I'm going to put these in Ziplocs in separate little portions so that when we cook, we don't defrost all of it. But yeah, can you believe that? 40 bucks for all of that, $7 for breakfast. This meat's going to last us the entire week. And not so bad, right? I don't know. Let me know. Is meat the same price in the US right now where you are? Or if you're not in the US, how much is meat? Approximately this much that I showed you, how much is that where you live? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for taking the time to have a nice little stroll with me into town. And I'm sure if I keep filming, I'm gonna be able to film a crash, a drone crash, because who's supposed to fly a drone in the house? But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.